Hey everybody, welcome to Nerd Talk TV. It's Friday night. Woo!
Woo!
Aren't you guys excited it's Friday night?
Yeah.
Look, we have Sidekins back. He's like, yay, I am so glad. He's tired. Hey, so packed show, yes, we're a short crew tonight. We're three of us, three dudes. Well, four dudes, because Rob's in the back.
All the fucking slackers.
The important people are here.
Yeah, the important people here. Well, no, we knew Bree wasn't going to make it.
Slacker.
Brad's got a birthday party for his daughter.
Double slacker.
Oh, I wouldn't call him a slacker.
You can plan those years out. Literally years out. Like an entire year out, you can plan that.
God, that's just,
He could plan it for tomorrow.
He could have.
Okay, well, anyway.
Had an
and
entire
then I have no
year.
idea, Kiki. It's just hit or miss. But we love her anyway.
Three-time slacker. We got 3 slackers tonight.
How many times you got to miss this show before you get written up?
I'm starting with the detention passes now.
Yeah, it's okay. We love everybody. But we're still gonna have we're still gonna have a great show because we have a ton of stuff, ton of stuff. And I am trying to do 2 things at one time, and I apologize. And we're gonna start right now. Okay, so we're literally gonna jump right into this.
So I could have bought you time. I like how.
It's okay. Oh, wow. I owe $1.
Oh, wow.
Someone.
Like my second week back, and I'm already making money. Holy crap!
I know,
this
it's
is
my
great.
bad. That's okay. I'll give everybody a White Claw tonight.
Never mind. I'm good. You're forgiven.
Money's better.
Yeah, I ain't giving you no money.
So I want to point out.
Yeah.
When I was on the show last, not kind of last week, we weren't getting fancy scripts. And
I know, isn't it kind of nice?
But I do like that you actually gave us the link as if I can fucking click that.
Well, most of us have computers out here, and
You type that in right now and pull that link up.
Yeah, no, see, I have a little thing called a computer right here.
He's like, I got a computer. That long-ass link? Yeah, you're not typing that out by going, oh, let me just go off the screen. Oh, here, let me just...
Yeah, I sent you a link on your phone, right? Yeah, there you go. So the first thing we're going to talk about...
Hold on, I don't have the article open yet. You got to wait for me to type it all in.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Gonna take the whole show for him to type it all.
It's a long-ass link.
So anyway, we're going to talk about this guy in Chicago that built his own Batmobile. Well, he can't call it a Batmobile.
Because then DC's going to come pick it up.
Yeah, so he made a bat-like car. And we've actually got a video of it, which we're probably going to get our butts handed to us because it was out of Chicago, and Chicago's notorious. They start that clock, Rob. And so as soon as he's ready, and Rob says, yes, we're going to play that video, we're going to play that video because it's actually very cool. The guy built it with his dad. So it's supposed to be, and okay, all right, so you got that video ready? Let's play that video real quick.
Roll that bean footage.
Please start.
How would you describe what we're looking at here?
A 22-foot, 5,000-pound big black car.
The big black car.
Big black car.
Right. So tell me how this started, like putting this whole thing together.
My father and I have been building cars since I was in short pants. Started off with a GM A-body, typical of like Chevelles, and Buick Skylark, and cut it, chopped it, and then built an entire frame underneath it. Stores the drivetrain. We got a 702 V12 in the front. We have a Boeing 502 jet engine in the back.
Where do you even go to get a jet engine? You can't just go down to like the auto parts place,
just
right?
Just go to eBay, and click buy it now. Get the wife's permission. The car picks itself up and it'll spin 360. First car in the world to ever do that.
Your father, who worked on this with you, told me that was a complete nightmare to engineer.
It was.
Why?
Because of where the balance point in the car is. The balance point, in order to get because the only spot that we were able to even put something to be able to make it spin was up here near the firewall, and you got so much more of the car back here compared to what's little up front. The engine itself weighs almost 2,000 pounds, but it still wasn't enough to set the balance off right.
And what is that actually comes down to do that?
It's a slewing ring. It's off of an excavator.
Wow.
And actually, all of our gauges and switches actually do something. So, you know, like, this is obviously ignition, start button, fuel pump. It's been almost 4 years with about a year off in between.
What do you want to do with this?
Fundraising and charity. I myself went through with testicular cancer a little over 2 years ago at this point, and I just like to be able to make sure that anybody who has any charity or fundraising events that needs help or a boost, and to be able to see this from the street and, oh my gosh, I'd like to donate to your cause, you know, that, because this thing rubbernecks people.
Yeah.
So just anything to be able to help out with that. And that's all it's for.
All right, so Brian still has a few more things to do to make his big black car legal to drive on the street. But
That's cool.
Still better than Superman.
Superman doesn't need a car. He just goes where he wants to go and gets there in the blink of an eye.
Glorified Boy Scout.
So, it's because you're jealous doesn't mean poopy. So there, I'm not worried about it. But that's still cool from scratch. It literally spins itself around, like it was supposed to do in the other one. Right? Yeah. You don't find it cool?
All right.
Is it too boring for you?
No, it's
I know
not
all
boring.
your rich friends that you've got that you hang out with, and they all cool stuff like
who
that.
do I hang out with that's rich?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I personally think that's very, very cool. And the guy does it for charity, which is killer. You know, takes it apart. Huh?
So that's cool.
That is cool. I mean, to me, that's like.
That's cool wasn't supposed to interrupt your sentence. It wasn't supposed to completely pull them to a stop.
I'm just surprised you said that's cool. I'm just saying.
It's a fucking Batmobile. Who wouldn't think it was cool?
But the thing of it is, poor thing. But it's got two engines. It's not street legal yet.
Yeah.
But he doesn't think they will. He's probably never going to drive on the street because it's too much of a distraction for everybody.
Do you see how many regulations it's breaking? A lot. How do you put windshield wipers on a circular window? It's kind of like, well, I tie a squeegee at this end and pull the string really fast this way.
Well, you know, there's a new Mercedes that has no windshield.
How can you have a car with no windshield?
Well, in America, you can't.
Is it like the hater blockers where it's like little slants, like those like meme glasses?
No, they said because of the way the Mercedes sits that it doesn't need it. But anyway, but anyway, I mean, it has everything it needs to be street legal except the lights. And you can always just put the original Batmobile had windshield wipers on it.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. Matter of fact, there was a couple of times where they were driving when it was during the rain and the windshield wipers were going. So, but anyway, I just think it's very cool. We thank the ABC affiliate out in Chicago for doing that story and allowing it for us all to enjoy and loving it in the whole 9 yards. So let's move on. So
I don't think sucking dicks can get you out of being copyright slammed.
yeah, you never know. You never know in Chicago. Just saying. So anyway, did you get Disney Plus?
Yes.
Did you get Disney Plus?
No.
I got Disney Plus.
So Disney Plus is fun the first day where it wasn't working.
Here's the
crash
thing.
land into it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I expected.
Mark Muncy commented on our post. What did you say? Because I'm watching the other one.
He just got out of signing at Universal. Good to see you all trying to stream while he's driving home. Had a fun time at UFO Con.
Nice. Yeah, we
Drive
actually
safe, Mark.
stick there to the end there, Mark, because we have an interview with Melissa and Ken. So that's coming.
Ken was a cool guy.
That's coming. Absolutely. So I downloaded. Let me see. I was up at 4:30, and I downloaded it then, and I had no problems with it whatsoever. So
it worked.
at all.
So apparently it worked when they started it at like midnight till about 7 a.m. It worked.
I watched it all day
At
long.
8 a.m., nobody else could log in.
I was
for half the day.
watching. I was watching.
You were already logged in though. New people couldn't log
Well,
in.
the thing is, we call that a server limit. Yeah,
Yeah.
World of Warcraft has the exact same thing on release days, where it's like you'll sit in a queue.
Then if you were able to get logged in, then stuff wasn't even loading properly. It wasn't until about 2 o'clock they got it fixed where everybody's able to get in. And there hasn't been any issues since then.
Nope. There's several people all
I
over.
haven't
I'm
had
watching. I'm following the Facebook find on it. There's tons of people going.
Well, they're all
Can't watch
stupid.
it. I don't get it. It's lagging. It's doing this. It's
We'll
doing
have better
that.
internet.
Get
then.
better internet.
Yeah, that solves the lagging issue. It's your internet. Get
I
off
don't
dial
know.
up.
I don't have. Yeah, I have not had a problem with it at all. So
And I've used it on my phone and I've used it on the Roku at the house. And it's worked fine.
you download it on Roku.
Yes.
I downloaded it on my Apple TV and my phone.
And I got it on my phone.
What were you doing watching it at work?
Yeah. So what are you doing?
So I
watching
get a
at work?
30-minute lunch break. What else am I going to do?
No. This
Oh,
was,
before
this was
work.
all day long. It was what 9 and 10.
Bro, like
and
every time I
11
took a break,
and
or every time I went to the
12.
bathroom, I'm sitting here flipping through Facebook. You posted something about Disney.
I'm
Plus.
like going, dude, you're gonna get fired.
I'm just gonna sit here. I'm like, are you just watching shows at work?
I like my new position.
Yeah. By the way, new position, people. He's watching.
I'm not
Disney
watching
Plus.
Disney while I'm at work.
Okay.
Except
did
before
mention-
work, on my breaks, my 10-minute breaks, and on lunch I was.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Mike's just sitting here. If you watch it at 3 times speed, it's still kind of as good.
Yeah. Okay. All right, buddy. But it's okay. So you watched The Mandalorian? Oh, you have not watched The Mandalorian?
Yes.
If not, no,
So-
Disney Plus.
So I'm going to spoil it. I don't care. It's spoiler. Because people are saying, oh, it's Yoda
Spoiler
at the end.
alert? Is that what you're
Spoiler
trying to
alert,
say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Spoiler. People are saying it's Yoda at the end. No, it's not. Because this takes place after the fall of the Empire, after Return of the Jedi.
You sure?
Yes.
How do you know?
They've said it for one. 2, when the Mandalorian goes to get the money, the guy's like, oh, I can't pay you. I'll have
that's right.
Imperial
He had
credits. He's
Imperial
like,
credits.
these are no good.
Well, yeah, but there was a point in time before all that.
But no,
when
this
Imperial
takes place
credits were no
after
good. Okay.
Return
I
of the
think it
Jedi.
was a. I think it was a baby
It's the same species,
species
whatever
of
Yoda is.
Whatever Yoda is. What is Yoda? Do you know what Yoda is?
They've never released it.
Well, not in the new official canon, but the origin in Legends they did. Hold on.
I knew
But the baby's 50 years old.
it's a
Yoda.
Geico Gecko.
Yodorius.
Yeah, I don't know what Yoda race is, but it was a baby. Now my question is it going to be a Jedi?
So in the new episode that appeared today, I'm not going to spoil it.
I haven't watched the new one
I'm not
today,
going to spoil it.
so yeah, don't spoil it. Let
It's going to be
everybody.
interesting. So what I think's going to happen is the Mandalorian's not going to turn him in for the bounty. He's going to bond with it. And
Oh, we jumped. We shouldn't. We weren't
it.
supposed to jump down.
Yoda
No, it's
is,
okay.
Yoda is listed as species unknown.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think
So
he's going to
frogs. Let's just call him a frog
Yeah.
or a gecko.
But it's a good
The
show
Geico
so far.
gecko. Yeah, it's pretty good. So now, if we're staying with Disney, we jumped out of order and it was my bad. So Disney Plus version of Star Wars: A New Hope changed the Greedo scene again.
So this is the second time they changed it?
Yeah, because the first time they digitally
Made
remastered
Greedo
Han's head
shoot
and doing
first.
this. Because they wanted like Han's not an asshole who shot first. I'm like, I hate to tell you this, but
Han shot first.
Han's an asshole who just murdered someone in cold blood.
Yeah.
For no, he's sitting here like, this is a situation I don't like. My gun's under the tip. Oh, look, it went off into your stomach. Well, you can't walk away from that, and he gets up and walks away.
So the new version, Guido says McClunky before he gets shot.
Oh, so now they give him a reason. So he called me
Yeah.
a name.
Yeah. But nobody knows what it means yet. Nobody's officially said what this means.
Well,
So-
why not?
Because Lucas likes to troll everyone.
Because once again they're trying to make Han not look like a bad guy in that scene, when in reality he's a bad guy in that scene.
So
Remember, everyone, that the rebels are the bad guys in the Star Wars movie.
they're the
It's
terrorists.
all perspective.
No, they are the terrorists. Yes.
Yep.
They are the government. They're going rivaling against the government that's already established.
Yep. So that just tells me right there that
So Mark
Yeah.
goes lone wolf and cub type situation for the Mandalorian and the frog.
So, do they ever take their helmet off? They got it when they
Mandalorians?
shower,
So-
right?
Yeah, Mandalorians take their helmets off.
So are we not going to mention the one thing they finally showed in this that no other movie's done?
No.
There's a toilet on the ship.
Well, yeah, there's a toilet. in all
There's
the
never
ships.
been any mention of that before, but they actually showed the toilet in this.
There's a bathroom in episode 2, homie.
Is there?
Yeah, because Django hides his shit in there.
So the thing
That's
is,
how I know the Mandalorians take their stuff off, is because Django, a Mandalorian, had his entire outfit off while Obi-Wan was walking through, and literally went, he's like, oh,
Yeah.
he's like, kid, Boba. He's like, go prep the thing, and he goes over, hits the button, and the door shuts on the Mandalorian armor just sitting there on the floor. I'm like, okay, so yes, one, he takes his helmet off when he's in his own humble abode, and two, that was the bathroom.
So someone posted on Facebook that they still think Boba is the best Mandalorian bounty hunter,
If you're an avid fan of the comics, you'll realize he is.
but he's not Mandalorian. He's a clone
He's an exact clone of the
of
Mandalorian
Django, and
Fett.
Django's not actually a Mandalorian either. They said
Maybe not part of the Mandalorian anymore. He was still considered.
he
was
wasn't
still
born on the planet.
considered Mandalorian.
He wasn't Mandalorian,
You can be brought in and still be a Mandalorian.
but he's not true
They're not
Mandalorian.
born bounty hunters.
No, but he's not born on the planet.
They're still
Mandalore.
pulled in and named Mandalorian.
That's it. We're bringing down the lightsabers, and you can settle it that way.
All right, let's
So
go.
he can get his ass
Next
kicked.
week. Okay, so you're telling me that the clone of the clone of the clone was not a Mandalorian?
Yeah, Boba's not Mandalorian.
This is not Bobo.
No, he's a Mandalorian.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's Mandalorian.
Boba's not by definition. He's a clone of a Mandalorian.
Yeah. The new Mandalorian, the one that shows about, he goes back to the home planet and gets his armor made because you see him get part of the metal. I forgot the name of that metal, but they remake his shoulder piece out of it.
So he would rather get paid in that than real credits?
Well, one, the Empire stole all that, so they don't even have any more. So getting that's hard. That's why the Empire had the logo on it. Because
Do you know what you're talking about?
Yes, I do.
Are you sure?
Yes, I do. On this, I do.
It kind of makes me wonder. I don't want people online going, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
They do that with you every week.
Well, that's besides the point because I just rattle crap off and whatever comes out of the brain comes out of the brain. That's just the way it is, man. That's just the way it is. Oh, hey, for Tony from Full Throttle wants to come on Nerd Talk. He says that he is all about all this.
Have fun. Yeah, have at it. People on the show are good. Yes, people come on the show.
Yeah.
We have 3 slackers that just decided not to show up this week, and that's why I'm here.
That's right. So anyway, okay. So
But
that's
overall, are you going to keep watching it?
Oh yeah. Actually, it's kind of funny. I started watching some of the cartoon side, and I know it's not. You guys can call it whatever. It's free. It's a freaking cartoon.
No, it's still cartoons.
But I'm gonna watch. I'm started watching the. What did you start me? You started me on
You started watching Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, and then
Yes.
I'll go the Rebels. And it's kind of good.
They're
Clone Wars
they're
was
both
awesome.
fantastic. They both took an animation hit halfway through because it jumped around from like Toonami to Disney to
Oh, that's what it
Toonami
was?
again to Disney again. So you'll see like halfway through the series, the animation quality take like a really harsh dip, and then
Edward Griswold
restore over
wants to know if he can
time.
be on.
Who?
Ed
Who?
Griswold.
Well, of course Ed can be on. He's smarter than all of us.
Me and Ed can talk about VR stuff.
These two, yeah, I'm saying him and Ed. Oh my God, it would be an all-day thing. We could go for hours.
So, do you know what's the most trending thing on Disney Plus so far?
Mandalorian.
No.
Oh my God, Lilo and Stitch.
No. It's a Disney show, cartoon show. That was during the 90s in the afternoon.
90s in the afternoon.
Yes. After school, everybody would go home and watch it. There were two one show, then another one, because they had the Disney Hour.
Was it the bear that flies the plane?
No, it wasn't Tailspin. That is a good show, though.
Was it animated or live action?
Animated, because cartoon.
Okay.
I'll give a hint.
Okay, give a hint. DuckTales.
No, it came on, I think it was after DuckTales or right before. But the cast, almost a full cast, was everybody from Star Trek Next Generation.
What?
Yes. All the voice actors, almost all of them.
I have no idea.
Gargoyles.
Huh?
Gargoyles.
Is that a Disney show?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And the unrated versions on
So-
Disney Plus.
While we're talking,
I'm not drinking that shit.
I started
come
watching
on.
it again.
Just start
You
one.
get rid of that shit.
Just do one.
Nah.
So
But it's cool to see the original DuckTales on there.
all of our
Darkwing Duck.
buddies on Facebook and everything else are always going how good White Claws
None
are.
of my buddies say this.
I've never tasted one.
I've literally only made fun of people for drinking these.
I make fun of people, but I'm going to try one tonight just to
You're
see if
gonna
I'm
like it,
right.
and you're going to keep drinking them.
This is essentially.
So I got black cherry.
For anyone who doesn't know, it is a.
Oh, it smells awful.
Well, I forgot the name of that drink again.
Oh my God, that is putrid.
Zima?
No, not
Zima
Zima.
tastes way better than this.
It just smells awful.
It's an alcoholic LaCroix. If you didn't know.
Oh, that's horrible.
And LaCroix is like a hint of lime. It was driven next to a truck that was carrying strawberries. Somebody ate a mango.
Yes,
Then
Josh
burped into
Wheeler
your-
said the hint was Keith David, which was Clive, but he was in Star Trek.
All right, so White Claw, nasty.
I couldn't
Ugh.
picture that.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's like people
What the
that
hell?
go out and buy Perrier.
Like you're sitting here
And
going,
drink it.
"Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Fiddler's Green after this for an event," and I'm like, "Okay, cool, sounds good." And then you hand me a fucking White Claw. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Wow,
I'm good.
I'll go there and get a stout." No, I'm good.
2 drinks.
There's a Guinness with my name on it.
Oh my God, I'll give this to Fifi across the way there. She'll probably drink it because she's a girl.
There's no law on the claw. When you're on the claw,
Oh,
my
that is
dude.
so bad. Oh, jeez.
All right, well now you know the Nerd Talk opinion. It
Yeah,
sucks.
don't go
This is
get
not
those.
Next
God.
time I'm going to try to find the, what was it? Sour unicorn farts?
Oh God, have mercy. You
Maybe
would.
Fruity Pebbles?
Oh, okay. So everybody here, D&D people?
Are we gonna are we gonna keep jumping back to Disney Plus? Or are we just gonna cover it
No,
all
we're
in
gonna
one
go. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on
Oh,
to.
there is one more Disney Plus thing we can mention.
That's what I'm
first.
saying. Like,
What?
I'm like, guys,
get off the Disney
I'm like, let's
Plus.
just finish. I'm like, let's not jump because with
So,
the script,
in
it's
the
like
first
jumping
day-
forward and then back again. No, like fuck it. Yeah, 10 million subscribers. It's Disney. I expect nothing less.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
By 8 in the
immediately.
morning, they were at 2 million
Yeah, I don't care.
subscribers.
That's the thing. I expect nothing. But all right, I'll break down something that's like equal in popularity. If PewDiePie makes a new channel, I'll guarantee you multi-millions in an instant, just instant, because you already have a fan base that's built up. Do you know how many Disneyites sit here at my age bracket?
Oh, yeah.
There's so many of them. It's fucking disgusting. Like, I'm a Disney fan. I'm like, all right, cool. Disney's got some really cool stuff. I will sit here and sing Mulan every damn song, word for word, nearly by heart. I'm good, though. I don't need Disney Plus right away. I'm going to chill out and just kind of sit back because someone who sits here and deals with on-day releases all the fucking time. I know there's going to be queue times, and I'm just like, it's not worth it. What am I going to do? What do you want me to do? Watch Netflix while I'm in line to watch Mulan? Just to find out, by the way, Mulan's not on it?
There is one
That's
thing
the
they
more
should have did
upsetting
on
part.
the app that
Why?
Netflix does. There's something they should add. When you're watching a show, if you stop, it doesn't remember where you left off. You can't go back like
Netflix
like
does
Gargoyles.
remember where, say, if I
watched
exit the browser,
4
it remembers
episodes of
where I am.
Gargoyles. I went logged back on yesterday, and here, start from episode 1.
Yes, Josh. I don't believe that Netflix is in trouble because of Disney Plus. No way.
Netflix is in trouble because of their own trouble.
No.
They
Netflix
started.
is.
Well, the thing is like they started to move away from trying to jump out and grab better movies. and better shows, and they've started to release their own stuff. Now, here's the thing. Netflix shows and movies have two paths and two paths alone. Oh my God, that was really, really good. That was really well done. That was fantastic.
Really
or, oh my God, that's the dumpster fire and I need to stop it. But guess which one continuously gets made more seasons of? The dumpster fire. You're correct, because everyone likes watching a dumpster fire and going, can this get any worse? And the writer's sitting here like,
oh, we can
just
get
wait
worse.
till you wait till season 19. I'm
Yeah.
like,
You know what Netflix did to try to keep subscribers? They signed a big contract with Nickelodeon now to have all of Nickelodeon stuff.
You know what? You want to know why that's dangerous? Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yep.
You put that up there, you've got people. I will sit down and watch that. I don't care about Korra. Korra's fine. It's whatever. It wasn't as good as the original 3 books. I will sit down and keep rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender, not
Because
the movie.
I've
the
watched-
new Invader
so-
Zim they brought out on air. did
I
really
watched
well.
some of the new stuff on Netflix, and some of the directors that are coming over to Netflix are pretty badass.
Some of the stuff I can get hold of is pretty cool too. I just watched In the Tall Grass. I think it's called.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I liked that concept a lot. It was
Brad
really,
didn't
really.
like it.
I'm watching King. King was good.
I'm still watching Lucifer on there.
Of course you are.
It's
I go
also-
down. Look, I walk past his room, and all I hear is all the oldest freaking shows I've ever heard of in my life.
Lucifer's what? Like,
Lucifer's not old.
say it's not that old. It came out
They
what, like
just
2014?
came out with a new. They're coming out with one more season.
Yeah. Anyway, it's old. You can watch it on TV,
No, you can't.
Hulu.
That's
No,
not TV.
it's
That's
only on Netflix.
That's like saying you can watch on
Well,
Netflix.
actually, I have ABC, and yes, you can go watch on ABC.
No, you cannot because they
Or is it
whoever
CBS?
original channel dropped it and they Netflix bought it.
Junior.
And they're going to
No.
continue the series.
Well, they've done 2
Mom.
seasons so far, Netflix exclusive, and they got one more coming up,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Only one more. That's it.
Yeah.
It'll never make 4 years.
No, it was on TV for I think 2 seasons already.
I watched it. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was okay. So anyway, so let's move on. You guys are both D&D guys, right?
Hoi. I
Hoi?
have a session tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You do. So Dungeon Dragons Rick and Morty starter set is about to launch.
Yeah, so anyone who's the fan of the Stranger Things edition of the game, you've got another one coming out. It's a nice little one-shot campaign. So your more avid groups you'll still have fun with that. Obviously, if you're Rick and Morty fans, you're going to do it for the nostalgia of the game, the nostalgia and the enjoyment of the show. But it's a really, really good place for newer players to start and kind of join in. Obviously, there's going to be you're probably going to want to have a more advanced player there, just for the fact of I have a good feeling they're going to remove a lot of the classes and change things up to kind of like veteran players will see what the classes have become and go, oh, that's just a warlock, that's just a knight. They just gave it a silly name and a stupid name for your abilities. When in reality, it's the same thing. You're still rolling the D4, the D6 to roll, for hit die. It's still a super cool take. I know my group has been talking about it. I know we're going to do a one shot of it.
Well, we did the one shot of Stranger Things.
We do.
Christmas, yeah.
That
was
turned
fun.
that turned
And
into
that
like a
was
4-hour
good.
session. It was a really, really fun session.
I did stuff I'm not
So-
supposed to do, and we did well.
When this comes out,
I even made it harder
be-
for you guys towards the beginning.
yeah, and somehow I got a bear that I shouldn't have been able to have.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm one of the nice I'm one of the nice DMs where if you roll a nat 20, I kind of let things go your way. In a sense though, if I
Nat
didn't
20 right here, baby.
if I didn't do that though, he would have died in the last boss because he got one shot by it. Turn 1. There's no number of saving throws that could have gotten him. Nothing. Nope. The Lyssa Hydra does a lot more damage with quad multi-attack than he could handle.
So when the game comes
He
out, it'll
just
be
died.
$20.
And I got poisoned on top of it. It was
But
just kinda-
up until then, I helped everybody.
You did. You tanked a lot more damage than you should have. You guys messed up the Demigorgon fight really, really badly.
But I got us owlbear.
Yeah, you guys had an owlbear that
We
literally
tamed an
carried you.
owlbear.
Well, you put whatever spell to calm him down, and
That's right. I made him I made him listen to your. Blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
I told him to write roll a wisdom check of at least 18. And he rolled a fucking 20. So I was like, all right, well, fine. You've
20.
convinced it.
I did good. Anyway,
Well, it was fun.
So you think this will be good for everybody?
Yeah, it'll be good for people who don't really know how to play. It'll be.
Now, do we know when this is coming out?
Yes, November. I just had it in front of me just a second ago.
Just
For some
is not
reason,
a
I
good
keep thinking it
thing.
was October.
November 19th.
The
I was
19th.
going to say we have some time, but we actually don't have any time because it's literally 4 days.
So you
from
can
now,
pre-order
so.
it for $20.40. Amazon last month had a special 40% discount on it to pre-order it.
Really?
Yeah, so you just pay. You pay ahead of time. Give them your money early and get sent to your house day of.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Also, Clue has a new edition coming out. Dungeon and Dragons version of Clue. Baldur's
don't
Gate
care.
edition.
Don't care.
Interesting.
It's Clue.
It'll still be
It's
close.
just-
The Warlock did it. It's
Clue.
just sitting here drenched in blood. No, I didn't. I was busy sacrificing the newborn
That's
child.
right. So, but anyway, so if you're into D&D, there you go.
That'd be a fun
Rick
one to
and
mess around
Morty.
with.
Rick and Morty.
So I guess this one's yours since it's technology.
Well, okay, so we all remember the Razr flip phone.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rob is going to let me know whether or not he's got that video queued up because the Razr flip phone is back
With a new
baby.
twist.
With a new twist, which I got a feeling this thing won't last very long.
No, it won't.
So go ahead and play that video, Rob.
They don't make 'em like me no more. One thing I know for sure, they don't make 'em like me no more. Shining like a supernova, brand new code hanging on my shoulders. I got what you need, I'm your main controller. So hop right in and don't take it slower. Get on up to my cloud, ain't nobody here's taking us down. Hit 'em with the rhythm, banging that sound. That's when we get 'em, hit the whole town. Got what you want, I got what you need. You bring the light, I got the keys. Come turn me on, can't get enough. Don't fit the box, don't fit the mold, cause you know I just tear it up. They don't make 'em like me no more. They don't make 'em like me no more. Make 'em like me no more.
No.
I think I'll start digging in on it. So there's a channel on YouTube that if you don't watch, I'll throw him a bone as if he needs it with his millions of views already. Jerry Rig Everything. Wait for his review on it. So other than that, I wouldn't touch it.
Not for $1,500.
Yeah, they put a
No.
bunch of slow components into it to keep the battery longer. It's 10-to-1 on a plastic screen.
60
means-
megapixel camera.
It's susceptible to essentially it's like loose change in your pocket, fingernails. Your finger itself will scratch it.
No jack, so you can't plug a
No headphone jack.
Yep.
Pure
Well,
blue-
that's normal nowadays.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, that's a normal thing.
Like getting a headphone jack is a plus on most phones nowadays. They're just like, oh my god, I get that feature back. It's sad when something that was like a standard becomes a feature now. It's just like, oh yeah, it's like you get your headphone jack back. It's like, why'd you take it away in the first place?
yeah,
You
that's
could have just
dumb.
left it, asshole. A lot of us like those.
Yeah, I just don't see it. And, you know, when,
Oh,
when
and no memory card slot.
So no expandable memory.
Nope. So it's only going to be 128 gigs.
All right, like an iPhone.
way to go,
then.
Motorola.
Like an iPhone then.
Yeah.
I remember when Motorola
Used to be the best.
Remember
was
when-
absolutely phenomenal. And when it said Razr, I'm like, I thought Razr, and then you guys have got
Let's say
Razr.
we both have
Razr
the
2,
Razr
but
phone too.
Razr. This one's-
Razr.
Yeah.
This is the
But
Razr.
it's still the original Razr.
Yeah, this is the original Razr here.
Right.
No, yeah, so yeah,
Modeling after the flip
Motorola
phone.
made the original Razr.
I just can't ever see it
that
being
flat flip phone.
I don't
of
think it's
awfulness.
going to Verizon only. Nobody's going to want
It
that.
may be one of those. It may be one of those phones that the low end, you know, when people can't really afford. But at $1,500.
Nope. See,
That's
the
more
thing.
expensive than some Apple.
you want something nice?
Yeah, I was thinking an iPhone 11 Pro, the
For about
biggest,
the
baddest,
same.
cheaper.
It's like what, 13, 14?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want a nice phone, go get yourself a Samsung. They're really, really nice, really, really cost effective. They're like $600.
Well, if you want a really nice phone, just go get yourself an iPhone 11.
What's your refresh rate?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Don't
I
care.
think
Don't need
so.
it. I'm not gaming on it. I'm taking pictures on it.
The thing
That
is-
is badass.
The thing is people are like, oh yeah, I'm not playing games on it. I don't play games on my computer 100% of the time. I still really enjoy that 144 hertz refresh rate.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
If you saw it, you'd know.
Oh, so Ed says he goes. I want an Asus ROG 2.
Oh, the Republic of Gaming phone. Yeah. So, fun fact about that: it's super, super nice. It's really, really bulky, really, really expensive, and breaks as easy as hell. Once again, Jerry Rig Everything did a fantastic cover of that phone. If you want to go give it a watch, I'd link it, but I can't because I don't have my laptop here.
Mark, you don't want a Windows phone, buddy.
Windows phones they were really, really solid if you could get a good one.
You want to stay with your iPhone world.
Who is it called? Jerry Rig?
Jerry Gerryrig.
Yeah, he's
Everything.
actually got some really good videos.
He did a fantastic review on the Asus Republic Gaming phone. Because I was heavily debating after mine went through a
Is it
bunch.
Jerry Rig Everything?
Yeah,
No, I
that's
said the name 4 times and
No, I
spelled
didn't
it
hear
for
it.
you.
Oh my
I
God!
didn't hear.
I spelled it for you. There's a lot of things. I love my Razr 2 phone, but I'll be the first one to admit it's got a lot of issues. It did not hold up to what the ads said it would. Overall, not a fantastic phone. Definitely disappointed in it in a lot more ways than one.
Hey, iPhones don't suck.
iPhones.
Stop that, Edward.
Yeah, they do.
My iPhone sucked too. So honestly, I'm having issues finding a good
love
phone.
my iPhone.
To the point where I was
Sorry.
actually debating going to Samsung and giving it a try, but they're just too expensive. I figured I'd save money for now and just kind of hang out.
Yeah.
But the thing is actually, I agreed with Ed. I was looking at the Asus Republic of Gaming phone, and I just, after watching his review of it and watching how easily it breaks, cracks, scratches, a lot of the plates fall off super, super easy, and he got a massive crack down the center of it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I'm like, no. I'm like, you just lose. Its structural integrity is just awful.
Who?
The Republic of Gaming phone. To the point where sitting on it the wrong way, you can shatter your screen, as
that's
well
not
as crack a lot of the internal components, because they could not handle the bend test in the slightest.
Right.
So,
It's not a phone you want in your pocket at all.
yeah, that's the thing is, I just couldn't do it.
Or get a man purse like he's got.
Nobody carries phone clips.
I don't want a man purse. That's the
He's got a
problem. I'm
man
not
purse
wearing
that goes
I'm not
down his
wearing a fanny
legs.
pack
His
either.
legs feels really good. It feels sexy.
Oh, the piss pocket. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway, moving on. So guess who is they're trying to get to play Two-Face.
Oh, I got this.
All right.
All right.
I just can't see him going. All right.
Oh, I can.
Let me flip a coin.
Is that a flip a coin? Oh, you landed heads. Could have been tails. Be a lot cooler if you did. I'm just sitting here like, shut up.
I mean, he's already got the face for it.
Dude looks like an old Joel Osteen.
He does, man.
Unfortunately, I can't unsee that ever, so.
I know.
I swap their names all the time, and I'm just kind of like, I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, it's all right. I like Matthew
He's a
McConaughey,
cool
though.
dude, and he's a cool dude, right? After he did that one show about HIV, the Dallas Club or Dallas something like that, he's never been the same.
See, I don't know when that movie came out.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I didn't pay attention to it. I didn't even know what
Early
happened.
2000s, but he lost so much weight for that. Every actor that I've ever watched that had to lose a massive amount of weight never got back to their original
No, that's not
size.
true.
Christian
That's not
Bale.
true. Christian Bale. He lost all that weight before he did Batman.
Christian Bale destroyed his body to do the Batman role.
Yeah, but it
because
was-
he
but
had to
he
lose
was-
it all and then grow it
There
all
was a
back.
movie he got like deathly ill skinny.
It was the last one. It was the Bane one. Because
There was another one before that,
They wanted
too.
to show him in the bottom of the pit. In the bottom of the pit, they'd broken his back, and he took like a year to heal. And they showed him all skinny and frail, and then suddenly he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm jacked in 6 months, climb my way out." And I'm like, "That's not how
Yeah.
that works."
Mark
McConaughey-
said Texas Chainsaw Massacre too.
He was good in that. But he was too thin. It just
I really liked him.
he's
in
never come back from that.
I watched
ever.
Interstellar like 4 times. And it was a really long movie, but I love that movie.
But
It
did you
was
hear
such
who's
a good movie?
Oh.
probably going to play Penguin?
No.
Dan DeVito again.
No.
Damn it.
Worse.
The hell's the point? What do you mean worse? Danny DeVito's fine.
Danny DeVito is great, but it's worse than Matthew.
Huh?
That's not on our list to talk about.
Colin Farrell.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh wow, all these mainstream actors are trying to become DC or
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Avoid DC. They haven't fixed their problems yet.
yeah.
They made Shazam.
You can run.
Shazam was good. They made
You can
Aquaman.
run away.
Aquaman was good. Here's the thing. If I had watched Shazam
Before
Aquaman, I would have been disappointed in Aquaman. I would have been like, damn it. You guys don't have to make a damn movie again. You made one that was awesome, then you made one that sucked. But the fact that I watched Aquaman first, and I just watched Justice League before that, I'm like, wow, I'm like, they're on their way back. I'm like, it was a pretty good movie. I watched Shazam, I'm like, wow, you just blew him out of the water, literally.
Shazam was probably one of their better movies.
It was their best movie to date so far, yeah.
I have to say.
Wonder Woman was fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It was a good movie.
Nothing wrong with Wonder Woman. Ever.
It was a really solid movie, but you can't release that and then release Batman vs Superman and Justice League and sit here and go,
Yeah.
oh yeah, the same set of no, you have one really really good movie, and then one why with a Martha scene, and then one I thought you learned from the lesson the first time.
Yeah.
That's all I got from those movies.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So, but anyway, I don't know. I have a hard time seeing Matthew McConaughey as Two-Face.
Yeah, we'll see.
Can his face get damaged for smoking weed? Like really, really high and be like,
I have no idea.
Man.
I have no idea. That's
Be a lot
good
cool.
question.
Batman shows up.
Days and confused head dudes.
Batman shows up. I'm here to stop you. Be a lot.
You know
be a
why I
lot
like
cooler
high
if you
school
didn't.
seniors? They're always 18. That's that was him in Days Confused, man. Yeah. Anyway,
I agree, Mark. Why don't the people who write DC animated do the movies for the live action?
That.
Because they're busy trying to find work still.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So anyway,
when DC
moving
makes
on.
good money, we'll let you know.
J.J. Abrams confirms fan theory about the Kylo Ren
Yeah,
So-
I haven't heard this one yet.
helmet.
I actually have no knowledge of this because I didn't
Neither
hear
do
about
I.
this.
Really?
So what is the fan theory first
I have
of all?
not seen anything
And
on
let
that.
me know if it's confirmed or not.
I am going to pull this actual ad up. Actually, he'll put the ad up. It's because it has to do with the
Oh, it's a scene where he's
Knights of
super
Ren.
gluing his helmet back.
well. It's because of
Arts
the
and Crafts Day.
cracks. Yeah.
It's because of the cracks.
No, I thought he was super gluing it because he wanted to
The
look
cracks
cool.
have stuff to do with his. Let me put my glasses on because I want to better read this the right way. I don't want to say something out of turn. Oh, come on.
Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh. Well, one day it'll load. They must be
probably
getting
not.
killed right now. People right. Okay. I had this in my head earlier, but here we go. When the first Star Wars Rise debuted, the April 1st, even the Last Jedi seemingly next his own advice and letting the past die. So why is it back this time around and what's the red cracks? The helmet was figured prominently not to just in the trailer, but as well as its advertisement. The poster emphasizes those red cracks in the form of lightning protruding behind Kylo Ren and making it noticeable. But why? And let me jump down here. There's something about that tells the story. His mask doesn't ultimately hide him, and it's his behavior is revealed. It's like
Talk about the Japanese process.
yeah, exactly.
Of repairing the helmet.
So it took it back to original, but he's leaving the actual cracks because in the Japanese, when they fix stuff, they leave the cracks because it's character.
That's in pottery, by the way,
Well, that's
and nothing else. It's kitsurugi.
right, but it's
No, I
showing
know.
that
It's-
he is
You do that on historical pieces. You can see that it came back from this.
right. So he's supposed to come back and he's fractured and he's broken and blah blah blah, and he's it's.
Together, all
In other
of
words,
these-
do you think he's going to have a a fit again and all this? Kind of fun stuff?
absolutely.
No,
he's someone who's not mentally stable, and we can see that now, and for good reason too. Like, after watching all those movies, I really have a hard time calling him a villain.
What do you call him?
It's a troubled youth. I don't know what. His mentor tried to kill him. How would you react to
So
that?
the basic thing they're saying, the connection between him and Rey
Right.
run deeper, and Kylo's going to find his way back to the
And they're
light.
both fractured.
So Kylo
Is fractured. Rey is fractured.
Yeah, because neither one of them are clinging very hard to they're both clinging like they are white knuckle grasping their sides of the Force, but they still can't hold on. They're both falling over. Kylo has issues being a bad guy, and Rey has issues being a good guy.
Mark said Darth angst.
Yeah.
Yeah, angst. They're both kids. You know, this is why Yoda started them at age 6. He's like, I can skip this phase if I just teach him not to do this. But Luke didn't do that. Rey didn't have the time, and Luke tried to kill him. So they kind of forced it upon him at that point.
So you're saying that when they bring the Padawans up through birth into it, they're more stable. But when they find these kids older,
they
become
essentially
not stable.
So the thing is like early Jedi training starts at like infancy. Like you start so young.
Do you think that's why Anakin turned easy?
He started late, yeah.
Wow, there, buddy.
That is so fucking unstable. I feel like you should have a mount on that.
That's okay. You don't need
Holy
to.
hell.
We don't need to f the word all the time. It's okay.
Don't correct my language, please. Thank you.
Don't need the F word, but you'll do the finger.
Just
I know.
Jesus
Same
Christ.
I was just making fun of it. So that's why he turned.
I think so.
easily?
Yeah. The thing is, they had mentioned his age a handful of times, saying he's too old. Like he's too old. He's too old. He's too old. The same thing when Luke showed up. Like you're too old. You're too old. You're too old. It's like, okay, well, how early do you snatch these kids, Mr. Jedi Forces?
I was gonna say, they're robbing the cradles?
They're sitting here like, oh, look at you, like, oh, look. You're sitting here like taking Luke out of it. It's like, oh, he was just born to the academy with him. It's like, okay, no, bye. That's not okay. The mom's sitting here like, where'd my kid go? Oh, I'm sorry, he didn't make it. Oh, that's really weird. He was crying when he came out. Yeah, it's weird. His neck snapped when we turned the corner.
So Yoda is a serial kidnapper.
Essentially, yeah.
Wow.
I just want to point
All
out.
the Jedis are.
I just want to point out the Sith just let anybody come in if you got the will, got the way.
It's like you're arm wrestling it.
I clearly won.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So okay, I don't remember him ever saying that Luke was too old. Because Luke never went in front of council.
No, you're right. When he was in Dagobah, there is a scene where Luke is walking around, sitting here going, I'm done with this angsty teenage shit, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to leave. I'm going to fix my ship and go home. And Obi-Wan, the ghost of Obi-Wan, is talking to Yoda, and Yoda's like, no, he's too old. Too old he is.
Oh,
He kept saying that over and over again.
Now I gotta go back and watch that.
Because the thing is like, they swear to God, they take them from infancy to teach them this.
Oh, I remember when they in the new Oda, the old news, 1, 2, and 3, when the one little was so calm. Well, yeah, someone has just moved it, or whatever. The little kid. It's like I've never seen a little kid that calm in my
Those
lifetime.
kids were told to calm their minds and use the Force as a projector in the room. Those kids will not turn out to be Sith. The one brought in a week late from the rough growing up home, yeah, he's gonna turn into he's.
So do you think Rey has a potential to be a Sith?
100%.
Yeah.
There's the reason why the dark side calls to her so heavily, because
Yeah, he did get mad when she went right down there.
he's like I've never seen. There is people who struggle and slowly fall, and there are people who walk to it, and she walked to it.
Let me run.
That's what he said. He's like, I've never seen someone turn so easily. He's like, I've never seen someone just walk in the door. It's true, because Luke himself had never seen anyone just walk in there. He knew he fought it. He watched Kylo fight it. He watched Kylo still fight it.
Yeah.
But she just turned and walked. She accepted it with open arms. And then he's like, that's terrifying.
I'm here. Well,
He's like, it's a legitimate fear. It's like, hold on. He's like, I was wrong. I thought Kylo was going to do this. And then you just, dun, 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 dun. They watch this
Chariots
shit
of fire running
through
it.
it. Just like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Okay.
That's why we see her with her fancy new double saber. I'm like, I don't want that to be a Luke vision where it's just like I killed
Yeah.
the spectral Darth Vader at 15 frames a second. Now I watch his head roll on the floor and explode because that was a cool shot for some reason. And then I really don't want it to be like that. I want her to actually have that like impulse to like pick up the saber and go, so this is what an old Sith saber is like, and then flick it down and be like, oh.
Got it.
I wouldn't mind seeing them swap sides. I wouldn't mind seeing both of them have a change of heart, where Kylo goes, you know what? They're going to meet up at the beginning of the movie. This is my prediction, ready? This is the Sidokins' prediction. They're going to meet up at the
This ought to
beginning of
be
the movie.
good.
These are always fun, because this is where Shaved Wookiee came from. You're going to see
Wookiee,
them
I remember
fight at the
that.
beginning. They're going to break away. They're both, of course, going to try and turn each other while they're doing it. They're both going to stew over what each other said while they're away. End of the movie, they're going to come back flopped. He's going to be a good guy. She's going to be the bad guy.
Okay.
She's going to come out evil. He's going to be like...
Because that's supposed to be the vision.
They're going to be like... They're going to walk up and go, you were right. No, you were right. No, you were right. And then they're going to have a new fight. And it's going to be like... They're both going to kill each other in this
Okay,
process.
so my question is, could this not be the potential way that both of them go down the path of being a gray?
Sure, yeah. Well, yeah, you have to obviously...
You got to master both
I
sides.
still don't think they're going to bring out the.
They're probably not going to
Gray.
break the grays. And here's why.
They got to bring a whole nother.
We only
story
have-
explaining it.
No, we have a single gray in the universe, but she's not an official gray. She's just... She's not a Sith. She's not a Sith. She's not a Jedi. She's openly said she's
Okay,
like,
but
I'm neither.
okay, so hold on. And I know you. I think I kind of know
From
where.
where?
I think
What?
Sokka.
But here's the
But
thing.
she's dead already now.
Doesn't matter. She was still at one point a white saber.
Nothing
White saber.
Yeah,
says-
but
hold
neither
on.
of these people know who she is.
See,
That's fine.
yeah,
I'm not saying a gray.
This
has to introduce them.
storyline that's now is ending, and we get that. But nothing
Yeah.
says a new storyline cannot be promoted now
Oh, they
and
could
go
talk
down
about
the
in a
complete,
new one.
the complete gray world, which
Yo, are you
Rey
gonna see a-
and Kylo can just start themselves.
Oh, boom! Here we go. I have your next series, right? So, Finn and Poe have a baby. No, just kidding.
Finn and Poe.
So Finn has
my.
Finn has a child, and Rey and Kylo stop fighting, and then they make a baby.
Who's going to make a baby?
Hold on.
Chewbacca.
God
Yoda
help
baby.
the woman he finds. And that's where that's where the spawn of the Greys were. So we start spawning Greys, collecting other Force users. We saw like one kid who picked up the broom with the Force. I'm like, okay, cool. You're still too old.
I was
by
going
the
to say
way.
he's too old.
You're too old.
So Mark said bring back Lumpy and the midichlorians.
We're not bringing back midichlorians. We've ditched that. We're gone. We're back to space energy. God damn it. Anyway, they're gonna make the baby. And the Greys, I really would not mind seeing a Jedi takeover, a Jedi Empire, where they're sitting here like, we have the power. Why don't we? We could fix everything. It'll be lawful good, but so lawful it hurts, including hurts other people. It's like, oh, well. You can't steal if you don't have any hands. Lightsaber gets
We're
whipped
not going
out.
to talk about the holiday special, Mark.
So I definitely would not mind to see a Jedi
Chewie's
Empire
wife?
takeover.
So
Have a kid named Lumpy.
yeah, from the holiday special. Don't you remember that?
Yes. Okay.
And Finn and Poe's kids are the ones to bring down the Jedi Order.
They can't have kids.
There's more than one woman on the base. They're not sharing.
Oh, I thought you said
That was the
Finn and
joke in the
Poe
beginning.
That's what I thought he was
God,
saying.
I'm
Finn
like,
and Poe
they
mate
don't
together.
work.
I'm like,
because they
that,
won't listen.
that doesn't breed too well.
Mark
People
says
want-
it's canon.
Yeah, the holiday special. Yeah, I mean, it's telling you the Joey has a kid.
Yeah.
There, he doesn't need a mate anymore. Then
Well, in the Mandalorian, they mention a holiday special.
it's even more canon.
Stop
then.
talking about the second one, please.
Second, no, the first one they mentioned it
Where?
when they talk about the what is it called, the life tree, life something, life day.
Mike's gonna have to go back and
the
rewatch.
Christmas version. That's Christmas for them.
Okay.
Life day.
Is this an ad read?
Huh?
Is that a sponsor?
Twinkies.
No,
yes,
no, no.
Twinkies is a sponsor.
That one, number 8.
No. This is where I got the thing. So anyway, so jumping off.
Just sounds like an ad.
I know. So we're gonna jump off of that because we could actually do a whole stinking show on where they're gonna go with it.
Maybe when we get a little closer, I'll break out the whiteboard. I'll bring in a whiteboard. I'll Back to the Future
Yeah.
this. I'll
And
draw
they said they used
timelines for you.
Boba's guns to fight the thing in Life Day. And liked. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, liked
I remember now. Okay. So, let me ask you, and this is the one reason I'm glad Dylan's here tonight, because our Sidekins is here tonight, because
Talking about
don't overpay for PlayStation gaming. Wikibuy can save you money. So Wikibuy, with its Chrome extensions, can actually help you. Is that what it is? Is that how, I mean, does it really? Does Wiki really help you save money on all this?
Is
it like Honey?
This reminds me of another popular free browser app, Honey, the best online coupon site in the world. It's like it's a free, simple add-on to your computer, and lets Honey start saving you millions. Yeah, I know it looks like
It's
Honey.
like honey.
Yeah, I was just because you spend so much for this, either buying it digitally or buying thing, and then all of a sudden I saw this today, and I just wanted to go, is it real? Because I've tried Honey left several times, and I've not had good luck with it.
Well, for those of you who
At
don't
all.
know, so in our house we all take a night to cook dinner. Wednesdays is my night. Wednesdays is also my longest night of the week that I work, so I come home very tired, and I very often order pizza. The great thing that you guys don't understand about Honey is Honey saved me $22 last time I paid for pizza. I fed 5 people for $30. I was pretty happy with that. Honey, when you use it effectively, is fantastic. But you have to use it effectively. You have to constantly have it open and let it look for stuff when you're buying stuff.
Okay.
You can't put it on your phone. That's the thing. You have to use it for your PC. I'm on my PC a lot. It's a good thing for me to have. I've saved a lot of money. I've probably saved a couple $100 now from Honey.
Really?
Yeah, easily.
Oh, okay. Well,
easily.
See, I didn't know, because I'm not thinking about, here's another thing to make you go out and give access to your computer and go look for stuff. And
If it is like Honey, it has the potential to save you money. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I know that's a big thing coming, right?
But at
PlayStation?
the same time, you could get this one, or you could just get Honey. I feel like Honey would do this
Honey's
for you.
already been around long enough.
I was saying, I'm
the better
pretty sure
one.
Honey would have the exact same coupon.
Well, I didn't know if Wikibuy
database,
was part of WikiLeaks, and then that means you got the very thing that broke headline news, and Capital One is Wiki.
I guess. I don't know. I use Honey. I like Honey. Honey hasn't done me wrong yet.
I love Honey in my tea and on my biscuits.
But that's,
all right, so we're going to move on.
That.
So, speaking of honey and biscuits and stuff that's good to eat,
We're Zombieland doing this.
Zombieland he would be so happy, because they're going to make a
Sounds disgusting.
Twinkies
No.
cereal.
No.
The crunchy cereal?
Dude, all it's going to be is like honeycombs or Captain Crunch. It just tastes like Twinkies.
It's going to
have
be
the white filling in the middle.
No,
probably, honestly, yeah, it probably does.
I don't think so.
It won't.
We actually have the website.
It won't be a creamy filling. It'll be a
Dry.
It'll be a dry white.
It'll be like
a milky substance, but you already have milk anyway.
I'm trying to think, because there's a cereal already out like that I could pull the mind, or I'm like, yeah, you bite into it and there's something inside the little crunches.
The one he bought, the Pop-Tart cereal.
Yeah, it's gonna be just like your Pop-Tart cereal. There's a little bit of gel
cereal.
inside. Done. Yeah, no, it's a good idea. It works pretty well.
And with Twinkies, I'm a Twinkie nut.
I could knock that Pop-Tart
Twinkies.
cereal in a few minutes. And I don't even like cereal. I can't drink milk, and I still ate it with milk. So this is fantastic.
Yeah.
So I got no complaints about it.
So right there it is. Calling all Twinkie lovers. It's official. New posted that it's coming in December.
Now,
So we're going to have to buy it.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm going to
more
have it.
importantly, I need to deep fry it.
I don't know if you can deep fry it.
You can deep fry anything.
Yeah, I know. I saw this. I saw
I can do it.
deep
The fair-
fried
This is
devil's
doable.
eggs the other day.
I've seen deep fried Pepsi at the fair.
It does sound good.
All
doesn't
right,
it,
tell you
Rob?
what, ladies and gentlemen, I'll buy a box and I'll try and deep fry it and I'll make a video on it.
All right,
That'll be
there
fun.
we go. But we will have it. Not only will we have it in the house, we'll have it in the studio. But I wonder if it has a shelf life, because Twinkies do have a shelf life.
Yeah.
Well, I'm,
Unlike
sure,
snowballs.
I'm sure they get stale after a little while. So.
They do. I've had some that's set around.
I was like, the thing is, I understand. Tallahassee understands that there's a day and time where he will get a semi-stale
Yes.
Twinkie.
Ed,
And go,
right
Oh
there.
my God, Ed
Little
came up-
Debbie Swiss roll.
Hell yes, all day long. Oh my God, that would be good.
it sounds like
Holy
a stomach
crap.
ache
That one would
and
be
a
good.
toothache.
So
all
anyway,
at
yeah, I
once.
love. and you know what a great place to hide your Twinkies is inside the Twinkie cereal.
Do you know who your son is?
Yeah, I know.
No, it isn't.
Mark says I volunteer as a tribute.
Oh, cool. Mark will come over and eat my deep fried Twinkie cereal.
That's awesome. Oh my God, yeah, we love deep fried.
No, this is how you hide food in our house. If you have
Put
like
it
a
in
bag of
something
Reese's
healthy.
or something like that, yeah. So you hide it in a bag of broccoli. You hide it in the fresh oranges, something like that. If you don't, it's gone.
Like
it's gonna
that
get eaten.
bag of chocolate that showed up one day, gone the next day.
All right,
Whole bag.
that stunned the hell out of me. I opened it up and I'm like, oh, because we're 2 days away from Halloween, it makes sense to have a bag of
Nope.
candy just in case.
Gone.
I saw it and I'm like, oh wow, like it was just opened. I'm like, oh cool. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I don't really feel like sweets because I don't like sweets, but every now and then I have a craving. Next day, I was feeling a Reese's bite. I'm just like, ooh. I'm like, I'm gonna go to that bag and snag a Reese's out of that. Open up, whole thing's gone. I'm just like,
Bag and all gone.
Deep fried Milky Ways.
They do them at the fair.
Three Musketeers.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah.
well, yeah. And you
Snickers.
say, can you hold it in your hand without burning it? Well, now you can't.
Yeah, they put on
Have
a stick.
Dunk, tick. All right, so now we're going to get into a series where Dylan our Sidekins will probably talk more than any of us. I don't know if you've played it yet, but the Dead by Daylight series.
Yeah.
Now, we've been covering this. We covered it. We talked about it last week. We've talked about it before. But you've actually now been playing it.
No.
No.
This stuff was announced just today.
Oh, okay.
Today and a little bit, actually more yesterday and the day before.
But haven't you been playing the other
Dead by
one?
Daylight? Oh, I've got
The Stranger Things.
I've got almost 1,000 hours in it.
All right. See, you have been playing, but not these.
Oh, no. I'm talking about my first 2 videos. Yeah, no, the Stranger
Yeah.
Things. Yeah, it came out. Demogorgon's cool. Demogorgon's fun. He got buffed on the second day, which I think was hilarious. He's really, really silly. He's not fantastic, like, as far as killers goes. A lot of the people who don't understand Dead by Daylight think that that the killer role is really, really easy. It's the easier of the 2 roles. It is not. It is not at all. It is a incredible stressful. It is the harder of the 2 to play. Yes, the survivor can't interact with the killer other than running away. But the thing is when you run the loops and whatnot and you just keep running the killer around, there are certain areas of the map you can use and abuse and the killer's not catching you. So ultimately it becomes incredibly frustrating and the killer has to really like high IQ this shit or run a broken add-on and just win through that. When I don't feel like trying, I just run the broken add-ons and sit here and go, okay, cool, now my hatchet insta-downs you for some reason. Demogorgon doesn't have anything too broken. Kind of just has a few little nice things about him. He has his leap, that was good, and his tunnels, that was good. Other than that, he's just a cool-looking character. He's really loud. Man sounds like tree trunks when he walks around. So it's really hard to hear footsteps, in my personal opinion. But other than that, he's a lot of fun to play. Steve and Nancy are awesome to play. They're so much fun. Running around as a Scoops Ahoy employee is fantastic. I don't know what they did wrong to Nancy in her face. I'm really, really sorry, actress who plays Nancy, because you don't actually look like that.
Well, don't we have that trailer?
So Mark asked real quick, is Ash in it from Evil Dead? Yes.
Yeah, Ash is a survivor in that. His perk became meta the day it came out, and then they nerfed it. Now it's bad because it was too good. It was too good. Oh my god! So when a survivor is able to run a kill around for the entire the game, to the point where the other 3 survivors have finished the remaining 5 generators, we call that 5-genning. I was able to 5-gen consistently, game to game to game to game to game, because any killer that was using just their regular smack and didn't have an ability that would instantly down me couldn't catch me. They couldn't deal with me. And I made sure of it. That perk wasn't balanced, wasn't fair, it's not okay. It's a good thing it's gone now.
It's not okay.
It doesn't need to be in the game anymore. That was toxic. Run that around with an insta heal. You're not catching me. I have 4 health bars you have to go through, and you're not knocking me down that time. So ultimately, it was a good thing that Ash got nerfed. He didn't need that. He didn't need that strength.
Okay, so let's watch the teaser for Chapter 14.
Yeah, I want to really quick before I preface that. So actually, no, we're gonna watch the Shattered Bloodline first.
Oh, we'll watch
this
that
is
one first.
it's an older one. I have talked about this. So the reason why I'm running this is we have Rin. It's Yakamura Estate. I can't think of the name right now because her last name is difficult. And essentially, she was our killer like four seasons ago. So, or like 4 chapters ago. So, chapter like 11, I think she was our killer. She was murdered by her father. After her father had murdered her mother, we got a fancy Japanese quote, and then we saw him raise a katana and then start violently slashing her. She then came back from the dead and obliterated him. She just sliced him the hell up and then ran away from home as a ghost. The trailer that we got... Actually, you know what? Let's run the Shattered Bloodline trailer real quick first, and then I'll go into the next one.
All right, let's play it real quick.
Shattered Bloodlines is the newest chapter for Dead by Daylight. What lies beneath the mundane can be quite terrifying. Hidden beneath the layers of quaint family life, violence festers. When this dark, rampant force lashes out, lives are broken and families shattered. The Spirit. Wrath was her bloodline. She returned home to unimaginable horrors. Horrors that left their mark. Now she walks without remorse, haunting and vengeful between this world and the next. The Spirit can use her power, Yamauka's haunting, to enter an ethereal plane and phase walk to a new location, unseen by human eyes. Her first perk, Spirit Fury. Each time you break a pallet, you build up your call of the entity. After breaking numerous pallets, the next time you are stunned by one, the pallet will instantly break. Hex Haunted Ground. Spawn 2 Trapped Hex Totem. When one of the two is cleansed, all survivors suffer from the exposed status for a short amount of time. The remaining trapped hex immediately becomes a dull one. Hatred. When the generator is completed, the obsession can see your aura. But at the same time, all survivor locations are revealed to you. Once all generators are completed, the obsession is exposed and the killer can kill the obsession. New survivor, Adam Francis. Adam Francis has no legacy, no inheritance, and everything he owns he earned. Disciplined and driven, he knows he can achieve anything he puts his mind to. His hard work paid off. He traded his small existence for a new life, a better life, miles apart from the home he once knew. Now in Japan, he shares the teachings he worked so hard to learn on his own. But nothing prepared him for the lessons that lie ahead. Adam's first perk, Diversion. Standing within the killer terror radius while out of chase triggers the perk. When activated, press the Activate Ability button. Crouched and still, throw a pebble creating a loud noise to divert their attention. Deliverance. After unhooking a survivor in safe retreat, the perk activates. When next on the hook, you have 100% chance of escaping, but you will remain broken and unable to be healed until the timer wears off. Autodidact. You start the trial with a progression penalty for a successful skill check while healing other survivors. With each successful skill check, you receive a token. Each token grants you a bonus progression for your next healing skill check. This cannot be done with a medkit. She lurks in the endless night, her wrath insatiable and her blood tainted. Will you survive her haunting? The Shattered Bloodline chapter is available now.
Okay.
So the Spirit was terrifying on release. Still is. She's getting nerfed here soon, thank God. She's only been out for a year now and has been wreaking havoc on everybody because she's a very, very strong killer. The more important part, though, is in that trailer you saw Rin's father kill her. You saw the Oni mask, and we saw the katana being raised as it got brought down on her. And you hear the quote, "I'm tired of you disappointing me," or "You've disappointed me for the last time" is a more accurate translation. Dead by Daylight for a little while now suddenly brought back and took the gif of the missing katana from the wall. And a lot of people were speculating right away that this is going to be a new killer, and it's going to be Rin's father. A lot of people were saying no. A lot of people were just like, nope. They're like, it's part of Spirit's fix. It's part of Spirit's fix, and they're going to rework her map so that her map is a lot less difficult and a lot less annoying for. It's a map that both survivors and killers don't like. It's not fun. The loops aren't very good. The hiding is really, really bad. Like it's a stealth-only map, and if you don't play stealthy, you essentially just lose. But at the same time, if you play stealthy, the killer just loses because it's just too damn good at one aspect. So to try and balance out, we know it's in the process of getting its rework. Now, this is where they kind of confirmed it was the teaser trailer that they played the other day. Rob, go ahead and run that. There's a few things I want you guys to pay attention to the mask and how things look.
The Chapter 14 teaser?
Yeah, keep the Shattered Bloodline in mind when you're watching it.
All right, buddy.
New killer.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like we're going to get the Oni killer. That's the one everyone was speculating for a while now. Oni, by the way, is just demon in Japanese. The Oni killer we're assuming it's going to be either Rin's father or the demon that Rin's father was worshipping.
Okay.
That's kind of the way we've done that. But the fact that we hear Rin's father's voice is pushing us to believe that the demon's going to embody him and use him as a catalyst, and that'll be our new killer, is Rin's father wearing the Oni mask. There's really no way to confirm that yet. We don't know. Obviously, Leaks by Daylight, who are fantastic data miners on Twitter, have already found the voice files named the Oni. So we know his name is the Oni. They could also just change the name to Demon, though, but they're probably going to keep it the Oni since they do keep Rin's name, as she is the spirit, so he will be the demon, so it'll be the demon and the spirit. Killers can't be on the same field at the same time. There's only one killer per match, so it's not like we're going to see like any interaction between the two. We'll probably see the map has changed a good bit, as the map is supposed to get reworked as well upon this release. So we could see the mask would be gone. A second katana is missing. I'd be even okay to see like some slashes around the area where you see like a sword fight happened, and so showed that when the entity decided, oh, I'm taking Rin, and then went, okay, cool, I'm taking your dad too. They started butting heads in the spirit world, and I'd be okay with seeing that. There's some really, really cool things that are coming along with that, so I'm definitely excited. With Dead by Daylight's new battle pass that they released, which, oh god, boy, another battle pass. It's one of the battle passes that pays for itself, which I do like. Meaning, if you drop the $10 and play the battle pass, if you level it all the way up, which isn't terribly difficult, the battle pass pays for itself. You ultimately get your money back because you get it costs $10. It'll essentially give you $10 in the in-game credit back to your account. So essentially, you're not spending money on it. That's really only cost effective for people who play a lot. So if you're not down to finish up the battle pass, then you probably shouldn't buy it unless you want the cosmetics. Fine. If you think you can level far enough to get what you want out of it, then by all means. It's coming with free skins and whatnot, and yeah, it's.
Now, how many hours do you have into this game?
560 something.
Wow.
I think.
So you're not talking about something that you're not talking about it because you like it. You're talking because you know it.
Yeah, I know the game incredibly well. Okay. I'm one of the people who currently I could be at a higher rank. But because the people who play at a higher rank know that playing at a higher rank is not fun, I purposely sit at lower ranks. I purposely sit at rank. The rank starts at 20 and goes all the way up to 1. Rank 1 is the best. I purposely sit at rank 5. 5, 6, 7. I don't move from there. As of right now, I haven't played the game in probably a month and a half now. So I've let rank reset hit me twice now, so I'm probably down to like rank 12 again. But as I showed, I play the game a lot with Gage.
But you like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's a fun game.
The community is really, really rough.
And that's okay, make sure this is the one where you run around and people hanging on hooks.
Yeah.
Hang up on a hook.
Just creepy as hell.
Sacrificing it, of course.
All right.
The entity has to have its.
Well, we got about
sacrifices.
13 minutes left, and I am actually, if you're following the layout that I put on Facebook or YouTube, we're going to jump because I want to make sure Mark Muncy sees himself. Because Pokemon Sun and Shield. We'll come back to that.
That came out today.
We'll come back to that. But right now, we're going to jump to, because Mr. Mark, we're going to show everybody your interviewing skills. So we went to UFO Con last week, right? And it was a great time. And we got to, as a matter of fact,
Where's the shirt?
Oh, I got it dirty. I had to clean it off. It's back in the back. Maybe Rob will bring it out and throw it to me real quick if he doesn't mind. It's hanging on the thing back there. It's a great one. Okay, so I met Miss Melissa Kennedy.
She was awesome.
And we actually got to interview Ken Pope.
Wonder who took those photos.
Those?
Those were from Melissa, weren't they?
Yeah, she pulled those out. So I'm going to have before he runs that shirt out to me, or let's go back and get it real quick. Let's do Melissa's interview real quick, Rob.
So we're here at the UFO Con, the inaugural event here in Orlando, with the lady behind it all, and I'm just going to let her do the talking here. And so thank you so much for having us, first off.
Absolutely.
And let's tell them a little bit about yourself and what you're doing.
All right, cool. Well, I'm the UFO woman. I'm Melissa Kennedy, and about 4 months ago, I actually had this crazy idea of starting UFO Con, and I'm so glad I did because it has just been such a blessing. The camaraderie that we've had, and then also the caliber of speakers that we brought in from Ancient Aliens and all of the travel networks and Travel Channel and History Channel and things like that. From the paranormal world and the UFO world, I just could not ask for a better first UFO Con.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And,
So
Nick back there and
Yeah.
everybody, this is crazy awesome. So you've written several books,
Yes.
I believe, and,
Yes.
And then you also run 4?
Yes.
So tell us about 4.
4 magazines actually stands for Flying Objects in Unidentified Realities. So it is a paranormal and UFO magazine, and I feature real UFO cases, paranormal cases. We feature wonderful authors like yourself, and it's really been a nice publication to get the word out there in an unconventional way, because let's face it, there's not a lot of paranormal magazines out there, so it's kind of cool. And yes, I am an author. I wrote Blood of the Kingdom, Breaking Truth. That's the first book of the trilogy, and I have the second and third book coming out soon.
Very nice.
Yes.
So, well, we bump into you a lot at various conventions.
Yes.
And we both did signings like back to back at
Books a Million.
over in
Yes.
Davenport, which was awesome. So,
Yes.
And you have a meetup group there.
I
now
do.
Because of that.
Yes, Wednesday, we have Paranormal Wednesdays, which, Wednesday from Addams Family, Paranormal
course.
Wednesday, get it?
course.
And UFO Thursdays, and that's every
Nice.
week. Yeah.
So there you go. And so if you guys are in the Central Florida area, definitely swing by one of the meetup groups. They're awesome. They're a lot of
Great.
fun. And we'll watch for the next UFO Con.
Yes.
So the
lot more.
UFOcon.com.
Yes,
So,
theufocon.com. We have a lot of 2020 events coming up, so we'd love to see you and everybody else there.
we'll be back. I guarantee it. So
thank you.
Back to the studio.
So anyway, all right. So we have actually a UFO Con shirt, right? That is signed. There it is, right there. That is signed by Nick Pope,
Melissa.
Melissa Kennedy, and then Steve Bennett.
And one other girl, wasn't it?
No, we didn't have.
I thought someone else
we
signed
didn't
it, too.
have date. No, they did only got signed by. So every show we go to, we're going to take this back. So this is what I'm going to tell you. We're actually going to do. Melissa is coming over this week, and we're going to talk about doing a show here, as well as potentially doing. We'll actually be part of the audio video production team that goes to these and does all the big interviews in the whole 9 yards. So that's kind of cool. Yeah.
They need to get the aliens guy next time.
Oh, the red sweater guy. Oh, George.
Yeah,
No.
George.
All right, so we
But
got
red
one more
sweater.
now. So we have Nick. So when that's queued up, let me know. So we actually interviewed. We did an interview with Nick Pope as well. So let's go ahead and play that one real quick.
Hi, we're here at the UFOCon, the inaugural event, and we are here with the man himself, Nick Pope, I believe you spelled that,
Yes.
pronounced that right? Yes. Who you were a government investigator for the UK for UFOs for many years, and I'm sure the audience would love to hear more about you. So go ahead and just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about everything.
Thank you. Well, my name's Nick Pope. I worked for the British government for 21 years at the Ministry of Defence, and for much of the early 90s, I ran their UFO program. So we got about 200 or 300 reports each year, investigated them, and there were some fascinating cases, incidents involving police officers, pilots, military personnel, UFOs tracked on radar, UFOs where we had photos and videos that intelligence community imagery analysts could look at and say, yeah, this is real. So we didn't have all the answers, but it was a fascinating program to be involved with.
And now with all the recent evidence that's just been leaked but is now public domain, that's just it revitalized, it seems, some of the industry and all that. So what are your opinions on some of the Navy findings?
Well, you're right. It has completely revitalized this subject, which in the last 2 years, since the New York Times broke the story of the existence of the Pentagon's ATIP program that investigated UFOs, this subject has come out of the fringe and into the mainstream. And those Navy videos, everyone's seen them, everyone's talking about them. Wow, a few years ago, the government said, we are not interested in UFOs, no one's investigating. And then, whoops, here we are. 3 videos of Navy jets chasing UFOs, and they are the Navy's own videos. And the Navy say, of course, yes, we've had these incursions into our restricted military airspace, and we have issued guidance to our pilots about what to do. So, you know, it's amazing the difference a couple of years can make. A couple of years ago, we would have been laughing about this. No one's laughing now.
So we've been interviewing witnesses from the Sheffield incident down South Florida, in the 50s. And what's nice is that, or the 60s, and they're kids who saw it, and now they're all grown up, and they weren't talking about it because the government came in and said, oh, it was just helicopters. And now they're, because of all the recent stuff, are starting to talk about it. And it's amazing to me how many people are finally coming forward, even now, where you think the X-Files was at its peak, but I think it seems like we're riding into a new peak.
I think we are, absolutely. And what's happening is that even with these historic incidents, people are getting validation. And people are saying, my goodness, now it's okay to talk about this. The stigma is gone. Now you switch on your TV and you will see a serving military pilot talk about these incidents. You'll see intelligence officers who were involved in these government programs within the confines of their security oaths come out and say, yes, we were looking at this seriously and we genuinely have a mystery here. So it's validation, and it's also the fact that I think people feel now that there's a community, a movement building up where you can network with other witnesses and just take an interest in this subject more generally. And it's okay to like the sci-fi of the X-Files, but it's also okay to realize that there is a serious side to this too, and that sometimes life imitates art, art imitates life.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today, and hope you have a good rest of the show. So,
thank you.
And have a good day. Back to the studio.
So anyway, that was, I want to say thank you to Mark Muncy for getting us involved with UFOCon, and I want to thank Melissa for allowing us to come and film, and because there's some good things coming from all this. We Beam TV may have a new show, or maybe have 2 shows. I know we got Erie Travels, we're going to start that in January, which I really can't talk you into being a cameraman on that one.
Nope, not happening.
It's going to be a fun one. I'm excited for this.
I'm completely excited for it. So, and with Melissa and UFOCon, there's a ton coming down. So, I want to end the show with funny. right?
Yoinks.
We're gonna see the new SCOOB teaser trailer, right? So go ahead and play that because we've only got 3 minutes left. When we come back, we'll come back real quick. So go ahead, Rob, play that bad boy.
Oh, it's about to start. You ready?
Ready.
Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with red licorice straw?
Right here. Maybe it's time we made our new movie.
Good idea, Scoob. But first we need a trailer. Oh, can you do the trailer guy voice?
Well, let me give it a shot. In a world destroyed by evil, discover the epic origin story of the greatest team of heroes in the history of mystery. Not bad.
Nailed it!
Hey! This mangy stray's coming with me.
He's not a stray.
Okay, then. What's his name?
His name's Scooby.
Middle name?
Doobie?
Last name?
Do.
You said that we would always be. Without you, I feel lost at sea.
I love it.
Through the darkness,
I'll never take it off.
like the wind, we'll be wild.
Aw.
Maybe don't do that again.
I'm Fred. This is Velma.
Hi.
And that's Daphne.
Hey, I'm Shaggy, and this is Scooby-Doo.
Nice to meet you.
Trick or treat.
Whoa. Shaggy and Scooby were taken? Do you realize where we are?
No.
Look around, man. The clean, modern aesthetic, the cool blue color palette. We're in
IKEA.
the Falcon Fury. Did you say IKEA?
Nope, I said Falcon Fury, just like you.
Maybe this can lead us to Scooby and Shaggy. Trace amounts of mustache oil, 12-year-old scotch.
Ugh. Is the bad guy my dad?
All right.
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, another dog.
I am looking forward to that. That's good. It's going to be good.
Good, my dad.
Yeah, I know. So Mark, good job on the UFO con interviews, baby. You see, he goes a little breathy. I'm like, no, man, it was very good. It was really, really good.
Breathing is important.
Breathing is important. So next week, again, we will have a fully packed show. I'm hoping to God we can get everybody back. We had a comment. Awesome show. I don't know if everybody saw that. I put that post up in our Nerd Talk chat, and somebody was like blown away. Best show ever. So that was it's pretty stinking good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we had everybody. I mean, we had a full house, which is awesome. And with
2 weeks, we may have to record a show ahead of time.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We might have to. So anyway, with that being said, thank you, everybody, for watching. We know you have a ton of stuff that you can be watching online other than us, and we appreciate you being here. We will see everybody next Friday.